What's up, everybody? Here, welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into Band of Brothers episode number 10, called Points. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction episodes extra early over there. If you want them, if you don't want them, totally cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. Of course, we will be doing the Pacific after this series, so be on the lookout for that. Of course, that will already be going up on the Patreon if you want to check that out as well. This series has been crazy emotional, and I'm very excited to see how it ends. I'm very nervous as to see who's not gonna make it through, because I think I said we're going somewhere. I mean, the joke at the end, one guy was like, "But he's not home." Makes me think we're going to wherever the hell Hitler lived. I could be wrong though, but the way the guy was like, "He's not home," and that was right after the conversation about Hitler killing himself. But last episode, it was of course probably the most emotional in the sense of the fucked up nature of what's happening. We got introduced, these guys were introduced to the concentration camps, which is a whole just fucked up scenario there. So it'd be very interesting to see how they bounce back and are able to, I don't know, the war's over. I'm curious how many troops actually fought once Hitler died, how many kept fighting. You know what I mean? I'm very curious about that. So we're gonna hop in here, have a good time, as good of a time as we can, enjoy the ride one last time with this crew of brothers here. Easy company. Let's hang out, see who makes it. Let's hope everybody makes it. Let's hope we lose nobody else. Pretty much. Like, comment, subscribe. Here we go. And of course, since it's the final episode, we will be hearing the entire final intro score there.
You know me so well.
How are you doing, brother? You got demoted. I mean, how are your wife left you? I mean, how are things? I didn't think Winters would want to stay. I mean, he is really good at it, so I guess that makes sense.
When are we expecting the engineers to arrive?
Half an hour ago.
We're stuck here until they do, Nix.
Oh, this is really what we're trying to do, huh? We're really just trying to blow that shit up.
Jets, I just had a conversation with General Clark.
How is this what we're doing?
Told him I understood his
This isn't
point.
gonna work. I forgot about that whole guerrilla thing where they're like trying to be in, like, hide in the woods and shit and just keep fighting until they all die.
No.
Look down, old man.
I don't even think about it.
Look, that's he will beat your ass. Well, I guess it is first come, first serves, right? Are you taking the flag? For the banner? Come on, guys. Don't be goofing around, man. It's about to get... Huh? Oh, he killed himself. Huh. Did that say Adolf Hitler on this thing?
Here's
Who is
him.
that? Oh, it's the alcohol, the whiskey, right? The whiskey that he likes. Maybe just a shit ton of that whiskey. Excited, brother. It's the good shit. Right? It's crazy. I was expecting something bad to happen, but this final episode is just gonna be kind of like we won. What happens to everybody that made it? Jesus.
In the face of withering fire from a suicidal enemy being slowly hammered back into the hill.
Is that the Pacific?
The going is brutal,
Is
and
this-
our casualties are
is the
high,
Pacific
but
gonna be about what's
Okinawa
happening
is the
over there?
next big step towards victory over Japan. A victory that can only be won by work, war bonds, and heroic sacrifice.
They're
Or
gonna
with
love
Germany.
you.
Or with Germany's over, but now we're going
What are you crouching down for, Perko?
let's not all shoot at him. It's gonna be too many bullets inside of him.
Hey, Army ought to be glad to be rid of you.
I wish, you know. Seems they want me to stay around a while.
You serious?
How many points you need? 15. 15? Jesus Christ, I thought I had it bad.
Oh man, this sucks. Wait, I thought the Pacific was a whole set of new people. What the hell is this? You mean to tell me these guys have to go over there too? Oh, jeez.
Are you in on this too?
I can't let him go by himself. He doesn't know where it is.
Oh my god, you fucking morons. I mean, whatever, you guys
Leaving the
wanna...
men?
They don't need me anymore. So I would stay in Austria for the time being, waiting for orders, and trying to watch over soldiers who had no enemy to fight.
Leave, I fucking hate this. Oh, Jesus
Babysitting.
Christ.
What are we doing here? Holy, what are we do? Oh shit, what's happening here? Wait, whoops. Like, yo, this, are we going on some secret, like, side shit here?
Is this a personal thing, Joe?
Be careful, bro.
Fucking lie to me.
Sie täuschen sich! Sie können nicht hier reinkommen! Sie können nicht hier reinkommen! Nein!
David.
Nein! Bitte nicht!
Make sure there's nobody else here. Yep, got 100%. Yep, shooting that dude right in the face. I figured that was happening. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you shot him in the neck.
Son of a bitch. Shoot him.
The hell? How'd you miss?
No.
Give me your gun then. How'd you miss? Ooh, who did that?
I have 81 points.
That's just not good enough!
Dude, I hope you don't die before you get to 85. Oh. We good, right?
It's Private Janovac.
Oh, what the hell? He died?
He was dead when they brought him in.
How the fuck?
75 points.
What?
He was 10 points short.
The enemy had surrendered, but somehow men were still dying.
Wait here.
What the fuck is happening here?
You okay, Matt? You need some help?
Yo, what the fuck? Are you drunk?
But we got a problem here.
Do you have any gas?
Why don't you give me a weapon?
Don't shoot him.
Well, I guess I'll just use his Jeeba. I don't think he's going to be needing it.
Hold on a second now, right?
No! What the fuck?
You can't operate on him?
Not me. You'd need a brain surgeon. And even if you had one, I don't think there's any hope.
Who's the guy that shot him, man? Damn.
Find the shooter. I want him alive. Come on, help me.
What are you doing?
We're gonna go find a brain surgeon.
Ain't got time to argue. All right, come on. We'll trust you. I mean, are they beating him? Yeah, we might. Fuck. I don't know, man.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm all right.
They're beating homeboy to death.
Gonna go in there and join in? Where is he?
How's Grant? Where is he? You okay?
Where is he?
Beating his ass in that fucking other room. How is he? I mean, is this really worse than what y'all was doing? Y'all was beating his ass. I mean, might as well kill him. Can't do it.
Have the MPs take care of this piece of shit. Grant's dead?
No.
So you've decided to stay in the army?
Yes, I'm gonna stay with the men.
Oh, you could have.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
They're all choosing to stay, most of them at least. That's crazy.
No, sir. Paris is just fine. You know, if you need me to go, someone has to be there.
Yeah, we do. We absolutely do. And your driver will drop you off at a hotel of your choice.
He's giving all the people that have been through a lot of shit with him. He's giving them, I don't want to say cushy jobs, but cushier jobs.
Shared foxholes.
Die sich in schrecklichen Momenten gegenseitig gestützt haben,
held each other in dire moments.
Die den Tod. Sie alle verdienen ein langes und glückliches Leben in Frieden.
We deserve long and happy lives in peace.
Hey, Compton.
Went out on the ocean alone and was never seen again.
What the fuck? No, the doctor.
1998.
Rose the doctor,
Been a
right?
construction contractor.
Doesn't look like the doctor.
Hitler's personal photo albums.
Oh my God, he did. This
He was
other guy.
killed in a car accident in 1958.
Damn, what the hell? That's so.
Floyd Talbot.
Gonna find out what happened to Malarkey and all that. I mean,
For Easy Company, it was D-Day plus 434.
Fast man would have had it, Perko.
President Truman received the unconditional surrender from the Japanese. War's over. Lewis Nixon had some tough times after the war.
yeah.
He was divorced a couple of times. Then in 1956, he married a woman named Grace, and everything came together for him. He spent the rest of his life with her, traveling the world. I took up his job offer and was a personnel manager at the Nixon Nitration Works until I was called back into service in 1950 to train officers and rangers. Little peaceful corner of the world where I still live today.
Feeling it's a very
Winters.
unusual happening, and it's a very unusual bonding.
We knew that we could depend on each other. And so we were a
Okay. Well, that was episode number 10. I don't really know how to judge. Like, I don't know how do you judge this episode? It's a happy ending episode. Like, I mean, as happy as it could be. I mean, we didn't lose any more guys. I mean, I was worried. I'm always worried. Every episode I watch of this show, I was worried. We didn't lose any more guys except for a couple that got shot. Even the guy that got shot in the head, what his name was, but he made it. I'm gonna give it a 9. I don't know which episode I thought was the best. I'd have to go back. It'd probably be one of the ones that had like more action, I guess I would say. I enjoyed this episode. It was a very mellow episode. There was some revenge stuff. We did like the thing at the end, so I'm gonna just say that the thing at the end reminded me of kind of like Sandlot, where we're going through everybody's like life and what happened to them after, which is pretty awesome. I very much I like seeing that they were all happy. Yeah, I mean, some of them died a couple years later. Some of them died of old age. It was a good episode, though. It's hard to judge it, though, because, like, do I judge it based on the execution of the kind of episode it was? I think the execution was perfect, honestly. It did a balancing act between keeping you on edge, like when Webster and the crew went to that German's house and they shot him, or when the guy was on the road and he was drunk and crazy and he was already going nuts and he shot dude in the face. Webster went into the ocean and disappeared. That's crazy. That's nuts. I will break it down. There's not going to be a lot to really say, honestly, based on this episode, because it was just a lot of good moments and stuff, but there's not really much I can add. I don't think, at least, like, we start here, we get the Winters traded some guns for some pictures of Easy Company and some pictures from the war. Nixon doesn't want to go back. Nixon wants to go and just go to Jersey, live his life. He wants Winters to come with him. So what year is this? What year is right now? Because Winters came back in like 50 something, right? You know, we got to go to the Eagle's Nest. We meet like the Nazi people, the ones that are like hardcore Hitler people. And then we're just kind of like making our way through the town, through the thing until we get to Eagle's Nest. And at every turn, I'm like, please be careful. I'm on edge. I'm worried because you never know, right? But we then, have the whole thing with the book. I thought Spears was the one that was taking the book, but the other guy took the book. We find out that the war's over. The Germans surrendered. We give Nixon this giant wine cellar. And then after that, we go to Austria. We get some more people surrendering, and then we see what's happening in the Pacific, which is 100% what's going to be the next series, right? So I was sorry about that. My internet's just been acting really weird. Gonna be interesting to see how exactly how that one is. How different is that one than this? Is it very similar? Is it as good? I don't know. But I'm very excited to see how that story pans out. How the difference in like that culture is gonna implement with the characters and stuff. I'd be very interested. We find I like this part when Shifty didn't have enough points, so they clearly rigged the system to get Shifty back home. But that was awesome. Winters wanted to go fight in the war. They kind of pretty much said no. The guy kind of felt like the guy was kind of doing him a favor. And this is the part where Lipgott, is that his name? That Lipgott, the guy here?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Lipgott, Winters, and they and Sisk. They go after this guy. They essentially the revenge trip. He, from what the concentration camps and everything, they kill him. Tom Hardy's character died so just in a regular accident. I don't even know how he died. I mean, he must have he hit that shit at an angle and just died, right? He had 75 points, needed 10 more points to be able to go home. And then the voiceover by Winters is actually it's actually helping or like feeding into like the anxiety about like, oh, I'm responsible for a bunch of men with alcohol, guns, and too much time on their hand. Like, I mean, they don't have anything to do. Now, homeboy here, this is Grant. That's how I was wondering what his name was. So Grant, replacement one, really? That's his name. Yeah, who the hell's the guy that shot him?
I don't think he's gonna.
Drunk GI, this guy. He didn't have a name. He shot the dude in the face. He lived. The men are beating the ever-living shit out of him, dude. That's crazy. So they said that Ro was here, but I didn't see Ro. I mean, I thought Ro was the doctor in that one episode. But he didn't look like the guys that we saw. Maybe I just remember him differently. But yeah, where they're beating his ass. This guy wants to go in. This isn't Win. Is this one? Oh, this is Talbot. He wants to go to stop it. He says, I should stop it. Lowe's just like, yo, let's play cards, forget about it. You don't want to get in the middle of that, dude. That guy shot one of our guys. Like, you don't want to get in the middle of that. It's going to be bad. Then Spears comes in. Spears wants to put a bullet in his head. He can't. He lets it go. He walks away. And who's the guy that stole the book? This guy. Who's this guy? Come on, internet.
Ain't some guy on your feet.
So you.
So Moore is the one. Yeah, so Moore is the one that took the book. He smiles when he walks away. Yeah, and Spears is just kind of like, Spears he lived in the army. He had the chance to go home. He chose not to. He wanted to keep leading the thing. Winters helps out Malarkey, puts him in a non-dangerous thing. He helps out Lipton, puts him in a non-dangerous situation. Like, just him helping, right? And we get to hear like the Germans kind of speech of surrender here at the end. Then we do the baseball thing. I mean, we have the whole thing with him, which he survived. He made it, but he's still around. So then we have the whole thing at the end. We're playing baseball. They're kind of going to everybody saying what happened to them. Winters called Bull his best soldier. That's interesting. And yeah, and then the episode just kind of ends with revealing who everybody was, which I thought was pretty awesome. Who the guys that didn't die or anything after. And then, Winters doing the speech and everything. I mean, I don't know. Is it a perfect ending? Probably. I don't know. Well, I don't know how I would have done it differently, honestly. Would I have gone for, you couldn't do it differently. It's based on real life, so you can't even do. But I don't know how I would have done it differently. Like, this is just what happened. We got all the episodes with like, they were tense and nerve wracking and all that. And then the last one was just like, yo, we're just trying to make it, man. We're just trying to make it at the end. But that's my reaction. Like I said, I'm going to do the Pacific as well. So we'll be hopping into that series next. Hopefully you guys are excited. Like, comment, subscribe. Patreon for the full reaction, uncut, unedited episode over there if you want them. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys later.